Hello everybody, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I'm based outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. My clients are all throughout the United States and abroad. If you would like immigration assistance, if you have immigration questions, please feel free to reach out to our office. I know this is a short week for most of us, so get your consultations in before you go join your family for Thanksgiving holidays. Have your immigration process, at least have some knowledge about the possibilities of your immigration process. Our office is open tomorrow, and then we're actually closed we're closed Thursday and Friday. You can give us a call on Wednesday. We are open, but we cannot do consultations on Wednesday. So call us or go online and schedule your consultation today. You can do it on our Facebook page or on our website, which is agarwalimmigration.com. Again, agarwalimmigration.com. Feel free to schedule it right now. Our office is open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to call and talk to somebody, meaning to schedule a consultation, however, you can go online right now and book your own consultation and see my availability. Okay, if you just have some immigration questions, this is the opportunity for you to ask them. All right, this is the opportunity for you to ask immigration questions. So go ahead and share this with people you know that might have questions to ask an immigration lawyer. Or make sure you like us on Facebook, follow us on TikTok. Also, we're streaming right now on YouTube as well, and I think maybe Instagram, but I'm not sure. But we're streaming on multiple platforms, so taking questions from whichever platform you wish to put them on. But give me some patience because I'm kind of flipping through a few of them. Okay, our consultations, if you're wondering, are done by phone or by Zoom, and in some cases in person in our office in Arlington, Virginia, which is right outside of Washington, D.C. You're always welcome to come in person. It might be a little bit more complicated for you to get here if you are not, if you're not located here, but I would suggest that you do a phone or a Zoom if you are not in the DC area. But if you are in the DC area, we'd love to see you in person as well. All right, so let's start off with our question of the day, which is, can I qualify for VAWA if I don't have any status, right? Can I qualify for VAWA if I don't have any immigration status? Actually, most people who apply for VAWA, this is a self-petition, right? This is a self-petition that's done without the cooperation or involvement, really, of your U.S. citizen or green card holder spouse. So what is VAWA? VAWA is a self-petition, a green card application that comes along most of the time with work authorization and travel authorization and ultimately a green card. And you do this based on your abusive marriage to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder spouse, and they are not contacted, they are not involved in this process, okay? And sometimes we get the question, or actually often we get the question, I'm not documented, or my status expired, or I came to the U.S. illegally, I crossed the border illegally, can I still qualify for VAWA? Yes. So this is a green card process that you do on your own without the help of your spouse, right? And it doesn't matter that you entered illegally, and the entire process happens here in the United States without you having to leave. And yes, you get work permit, yes, you get social security number, and yes, you also get travel authorization, which means you can go back home to your home country and visit family and friends while your green card application is pending. So call us to see if you are eligible. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney, and I look forward to possibly talking with you about your VAWA case. All right. And while I'm talking here, please go ahead and put your questions in. If I miss you, I will definitely get to you at a later time, hopefully before the end of this session here. But I do come on often, so go ahead and make sure you follow me on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram. We're at Agarwal Immigration and most of our social media platforms. All right, what happens to my green card application if the person sponsoring me passes away? So what happens to my green card application if the person that is sponsoring me passes away? All right, so you can actually, if somebody is if someone is sponsoring you and they pass away, you might still be able to move forward with your green card application, right? If someone is sponsoring you and something happens to them, which is, something that happened a lot during the coronavirus, the COVID-19 pandemic. So if someone was sponsoring you and they have passed away, you can still move forward with your green card application. There are several other little steps involved, but you might still be able to come to the U.S. or remain in the U.S. based on someone who has passed away. All right, give us a call if we can help you. We are at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, here's one that has been happening quite a bit. Is it possible to get a green card without an interview? Is it possible to get a green card without an interview? Yes. So actually lately what we have been seeing is a lot of marriage-based applications approved without interview. So what you want to do is make sure you have a very, very strong package of information showing bona fide marriage. So showing marriage that is very strong, that is not for immigration purposes. And so a lot of this can be owning property together, if you have that, if you own property, or if you have a lease with both of your names on it, commingling of finances, maybe cars with both your names, maybe bank accounts with both your names on it. So there's lots of different ways to prepare a very strong application, a green card application that may not even require an interview, which is very exciting. So give us a call if we can help you with that. You can reach us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, here's someone that's asking, can I sponsor my mom and dad? I'm a green card holder. Right? Can I sponsor my parents if I'm a green card holder? No. So green card holders can only sponsor their spouse and unmarried children. Right? They can only sponsor a spouse and unmarried children. It doesn't matter what age the children are. The ones that are under 21 will be able to come to the U.S. much faster than if they're over 21. But if as a green card holder, you can only sponsor your spouse and your unmarried children. You cannot sponsor parents. You cannot sponsor brothers and sisters, and you cannot sponsor married children. Okay, so you're limited as a green card holder. Those are all people you can sponsor once you become a U.S. citizen. All right, call us if we can help you with your green card, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right, great. You're welcome. I hope you become a citizen. Lovely here. I hope you become a citizen and are able to sponsor your parents to arrive here in the U.S. Someone is saying, what do you think of adjustment of status? Is it a black box? No, of course not. Adjustment of status is the most typical way to get a green card if you're here in the U.S., right? So it's basically the process of applying for a green card if you're here in the U.S. So adjustment of status alone is really just looking at you as a candidate for a green card. Are you a security risk? Are you, do you have a public health concern, or should we be concerned because of your health? Are you going to give diseases to people in the U.S.? Do you have weapons training? Are you a communist? So that's what adjustment of status is really looking at. Are you a credible person of good moral character? And do you have any risks? Do you pose any risks to the U.S. population? That's kind of what people are looking at when they are talking about adjustment of status. So you don't just apply for adjustment of status with nothing else, right? So adjustment of status tacks on to something else. So there's a reason, there's a way to be sponsored, and you have to have that way, and then adjustment of status is the actual green card process for someone that is already in the United States. So what do you mean by way to get a green card? So one way, which we often work with, is a VAWA self-petition. So you can sponsor yourself for a green card if you're married to an abusive spouse, so an abusive green card holder spouse or an abusive U.S. citizen spouse. You can apply for that green card on your own without their help. And that sometimes will make you eligible also for adjustment of status, which is the green card portion of that application. Okay, there are benefits anyway. You will still get benefits if you just do that self-petition part, right? But or for example, asylum, you could even do the asylum portion of it, right? But then if you want to get a green card, that is the adjustment of status part. I know it's a little bit confusing. If we can help clarify to see how you might be eligible for a green card, how you might be eligible for adjustment of status, call us at 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I am an immigration attorney. I help clients all throughout the United States and worldwide with all sorts of immigration applications. I would love to chat with you more about your case, give you some options, go over in detail different processes. If you'd like to call our office, we are at 703-348-1663. That is not the only way to schedule a consultation. However, you can do it straight from our Facebook page at Agarwal Immigration, straight from our website, agarwalimmigration.com. Go ahead and book your consultation. You'll see my availability and see what works for you, and you'll get the Zoom link right from there. If you want a phone consultation, just type that in there and we will call you instead of Zoom. All right? Look forward to speaking with many of you for a consultation. Okay. I think I answered a couple of questions. All right, so what happens if you get a divorce before you get a permanent green card, right? What happens if you have a marriage-based green card and you get divorced, right? So the process for people that are unfamiliar is if you are married under 2 years at the time you get your green card, at the time you're issued a green card, then you have to you only get a 2-year green card and you have to apply for a 10-year green card. So some marriages, of course, don't work out and you get divorced before you get your permanent 10-year green card. That's okay. You can still apply. You can still apply for a 10-year green card. You do it without your spouse. You show that you're divorced, and you also have whatever proof that you can provide that the marriage was real and not just for immigration purposes. Okay? You provide whatever proof that you can to prove that your marriage was real and not just for immigration purposes. So that could be things like a birth certificate for a child if you have one. It could be itineraries for trips that you took. It could be joint ownership of different types of things, maybe even listing your spouse as a life insurance beneficiary or something, or an emergency contact at work. So all of these different types and different pieces of evidence can help show that your marriage was real and not just for immigration purposes. Okay? Give us a call if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. All right. So what if you have a green card application pending, like your first green card application and it's pending, and then you get divorced in the middle of it, right? What happens there? So what happens if you get divorced and you have a green card application pending? So it doesn't mean automatically that it's denied, right? It doesn't mean that it's denied. You might be able to convert that application to a self-petition. So if there was abuse in the marriage, so many times when you're getting divorced, there's a lot of problems in the marriage. If that can be characterized as abuse, if there was fighting, controlling behavior, using your immigration status against you, anything like that sound familiar, then you can apply for your green card on your own without the help of your spouse. You would get work authorization, you would get travel authorization. If you already have a green card pending, right? If you already have a green card pending, you might be able to convert that adjustment of status into a VAWA adjustment of status. So you can do it based on a self-petition instead of a joint filing based on your spouse. Okay, what you will need, however, is to show that your marriage was real and not just done for immigration purposes. All right? All right, okay. So here's another question. What happens when you file your Form I-751, right? What happens when you file your Form I-751? For those of you that don't know, a Form I-751 is basically going from a 2-year green card to a 10-year green card. So you get a marriage green card for 2 years and you're trying to apply for a permanent 10-year green card. That is what an I-751 is. Okay, so what happens when you file for it? So you'll get a receipt notice, and that will extend your current green card, so if it expired or it's going to expire, once you file, you get a receipt notice that would automatically extend your 2-year green card, usually about 24 months currently, but it used to be 18 months. So anywhere between 18 months and 24 months automatically until they're able to review your application and approve it or bring you in for an interview. All right, that's what happens. You can still travel, you can still work, just make sure you have your receipt notice and your expired green card. Okay, if we can help you, call us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. I have some questions here. My friend's mom and dad came with a visitor visa and overstayed. Can she still sponsor her mom and dad? Yes, if you are a U.S. citizen, right? If you are a U.S. citizen and your parents entered the U.S. on a tourist visa and they weren't coming in with the intent of staying, right? If they were coming in just to visit and things changed and now they're staying here in the U.S. and they've overstayed that visitor visa status, you can sponsor them for a green card if you're a U.S. citizen. Okay? Give us a call if we can help you, 703-348-1663. So one is saying, I want to know about an I-551 stamp because I want to travel. All right, I want to know about an I-551 stamp because I want to travel. Yes, so an I-551 stamp is something that is stamped in your passport when you enter the U.S. and you are a green card holder. Okay, or if you're in the U.S. and you applied for and received a green card, you don't have that physical one in the mail yet, you can go to USCIS Service Center and get an I-551 stamp. This will show any employer that you're authorized to work in the U.S., but also if you travel, you can use that I-551 stamp, which just means you are a green card holder. It means you're permanently allowed to be here in the U.S., and that should allow you to re-enter. I would take additional proof, like if you have an expired green card, for example, or if you have a receipt notice from having applied for a lost green card or something like that to show that you did once have green card status. Just make sure your 551 is still valid when you leave and come back, but it should treat you exactly like a green card holder, okay? something 24 is saying, are you an immigration lawyer? Yes, I'm an immigration lawyer. I'm based right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. We're doing consultations, immigration consultations on all types of cases, employment-based cases, so many H-1Bs these days. We are also speaking with people that want to sponsor others for green cards, for people interested in work permits, people that are victims of crime, victims of abuse. We help all sorts of folks with all sorts of immigration applications. If we can help you, call us 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. My asylum case is pending for more than 8 years. What can I do? I would sit tight. Asylum is a very, very difficult thing to prove. And if you apply for asylum now, it will be decided in about 45 days, right? So if your case was 8 years ago, you can do things like sue the government to move your case along. But if you're getting a work permit, you're allowed to be here in the U.S. If you have another way to file for a green card, you might try to do that and leave your asylum case pending and then withdraw your asylum application if you get a green card in a different way. But enjoy that work permit, enjoy that permission to remain here in the U.S. Or if you really want a decision on your case, if you feel you have a strong case, you can sue the government to make a decision or to at least schedule your interview. All right? Call us if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. Someone is asking, what is your phone number, please? 703-348-1663. That is the number. You can call our office to schedule a consultation if you would like. Okay? Someone is saying, can I apply for adjustment of status for my husband whose asylum case is pending? I am an LPR. So green card holders, right? So green card holders, you might be able to apply for status for your husband. I would say have your husband call us for a consultation. All right, have your husband call us for a consultation, and we can see if he's eligible to apply for a green card. Depends on how he entered, depends on if he's been able to maintain status. If not, he might still have a way that he can do it without you. If there are problems in the marriage, he might be able to apply for his green card without your help. Right? That's what we've been talking about. Obviously, it's not the most beautiful romantic thing, but he might still be eligible. So I would say give us a call, have him give us a call. We can screen him for eligibility in whichever way, and maybe he'll be able to apply for a green card, even though he might have entered illegally, even though he lost status or whatnot, or worked without authorization, he might still be eligible. So have him call us for a consultation, 703-348-1663. Again, as I mentioned, you're welcome to go on our Facebook page or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com, and we will, you can schedule your consultation right from there. My name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney, and I help clients with all sorts of immigration questions, immigration applications. If you would like our help, if you'd like to just chat about it, please feel free. 703-348-1663. Again, 703-348-1663. So someone here says, I overstayed my visa. Can I marry a green card holder and file when he becomes a citizen? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If you overstayed your visa, so if you entered legally and then you're married to a U.S. citizen, they can sponsor you and you can get a green card, right? You'll get work authorization, you will get travel authorization. And it doesn't matter if you worked without authorization. It doesn't matter if you overstayed your visa. As long as you had a legal entry to start with, you should be eligible to get your green card if you marry a U.S. citizen. So if it's a green card holder and then they become a U.S. citizen, that's okay too. All right, give us a call, 703-348-1663. Sandeep says, I received a NOID, N-O-I-D, which stands for Notice of Intent to Deny, in May 2022. I did respond timely. How long does it take for USCIS to respond? Usually they respond pretty quickly, within 30 days or so. Excuse me. I'm not sure why they're delayed, but you can always call them and see what's going on with it. Okay? All right, so someone here is saying someone's I-130 is approved. So let me tell you, what is the point of the I-130, right? What is the I-130 application? We often get calls where people are telling us, oh, but the I-130 is approved. The I-130, this is all it is doing. All it's saying is I'm either a green card holder or a U.S. citizen, so I have status either as a green card holder or I'm a U.S. citizen. And the person I want to sponsor has a qualifying relationship with me. So either if I'm a U.S. citizen, we know who I can sponsor, right? Either the person I'm sponsoring is my parent, my spouse, my child, or my brother or sister. That's all that's saying. It doesn't give any kind of status. It just proves my own status, and it proves my relationship with the person that I want to sponsor. So that will happen even if that person had an illegal entry. It will happen even though that person might have worked without authorization or whatnot, right? But that person might still not be able to get a green card because they didn't have the rest of the qualifying requirements for getting a green card. So the I-130 doesn't tell you much. It's a great first step, but it doesn't tell you much. So don't count on just that to be able to qualify for a green card. Okay? Call us if we can help you, 703-348-1663. Oops. All right, I think I've answered most of your questions. Thank you so much for joining me. I very much appreciate all of you joining me today. If you have immigration questions, please feel free to reach out to us, 703-348-1663. And if you want to call us or schedule a consultation, go ahead and do that on Facebook or on our website, agarwalimmigration.com. And don't forget to share this with others that might have immigration questions, that might want to reach out to us or talk to us here when I'm on live. I'm a lawyer, I'm an immigration lawyer, and hopefully can answer most of your questions. All right, thank you so much. I will see you soon. Bye, everyone.